things to open up.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now Wilson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage here on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. This is taken at the 18. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Off of play action, it's Watson. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 down, they'll come up on 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. First carry for Nick Chubb. Taken down at the 42. The Browns at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. They go play action with Wilson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 2.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you want to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now it's Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Cooper's first catch, and good for a 1st down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
I mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He's got a man complete. A big play that time for Cleveland. 41 yards. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 14-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They go play action now. Wilson. This one is incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Room here to run. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. Just their first in this half. We'll step aside and come right back. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are back within a score. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling.
He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect, bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's Watson. He finds his man complete. That's Grant. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down. Watson off play action. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The end result, 21 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Chubb will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Berrios now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him now to this point. From the 45 on 2nd down. Wilson looking left side and has got a man. That's Hall. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Open man here is Conklin. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Back to the ground with Hall. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Play action. Now Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns will take over possession here up at the 44. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On first down, Watson. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A give running right is Chubb. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
The trick play works. He's got the first. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise.
And the Browns will extend their lead on the final play of the half.
On that third down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. Pass midfield. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jordan Elliott gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And Chubb trying the middle here. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Browns have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Berrios now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Wilson's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. On first down, Wilson. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw is Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Ball on the 8, it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 79 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is...
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are able to claw one back. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Wilson going to throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass, hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach, everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Take it in at the 3. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson, he finds his man, complete. That's Grant.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice gain. My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And here comes Berrios.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards.
And the Jets will take over.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because...
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. There's Wilson to throw.
There's Hall bringing in another one. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
And that flag's on Myles Garrett, and we know he's got a nose for getting after the quarterback, but that time, even though he's going to protest it a little bit, he's a step late, and they hit him with the penalty.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Okay, ready?
Straight ahead is Hall.
Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown.
Breece Hall.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Watson. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. He finds his man, complete. That's Grant. And he is going to have a Browns first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Watson. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
They'll run with Chubb. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuff from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try again with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule, because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
York now for the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And intercepted. Wilson's third of the game. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. They go up the middle with Chubb, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball, then limit that gain.
Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Yeah, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. This spot in the fourth quarter, that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
That play unable to get started thanks to the defense of Quan Alexander. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Cleveland, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0.
We spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat gon' have no time for cold cuts. The game like big pitch came to Jonah. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist, big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of chocolate dice. I don't follow trends. That in my chest. No, I will not bend. I don't follow trends. That with my chest. I will not bend. Run it up, 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 run it up. You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog, so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment, that's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend.